Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for the new subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down in the comment section. Today we are going to be reacting to Playboi Carti and why all of his fans are turning on him. And I can't lie, I used to be an avid Carti fan back whenever the self-titled and Die Lit dropped, but after that he kind of gassed out. So let's check out why. Let's get straight into the video.
Dude's hanging out with Lato instead of his own children. Lol, what a f***ing disgrace. Bro,
That's where
he
it all
destroyed his
started.
hype. Who the F cares about his album still? Tell me. Is Carti's music even good enough to wait this long? It seems like Playboi Carti fans have had enough.
Look, that might actually be facts though, because back whenever the whole opium era was going crazy and he had snippets that was going left and right, niggas was going crazy for that shit. Now, not so much. So waiting 3, 4, 5 years for a Carti album? Nah, let's go listen to Uzi or something.
Of being edged and lied to for years on end, as they are now completely turning on him and realizing how much of a terrible human being he is.
Yikes.
From lying about a release to distract fans from the fact he choked his pregnant baby mother, missing his son's birth to play the PlayStation of Lil Uzi Vert, and just constantly mistreating his fans. Has Playboi Carti sabotaged the hype for his most important album yet, or is this just all part of the plan? So recently on Twitter, Carti fans have been going feral, and it's not for the right reasons.
Let me know if y'all was ever a Carti fan. If y'all was ever a Playboi Carti fan, let me know down in the comment section, and let me know what project was your favorite by him. Because to me, it was Woke Up Like This back when he like very first started.
It's not the same old Carti fans going nuts over a snippet or a fit pic. It's fans now realizing that he is just a piece of shit. It all started a couple of days ago when academics would tell his stream that they should expect their album in February, as if that isn't something they have heard a million times before.
Too many times.
And they wanted to know when the album was going to come out, whatever, and he told them, hey, listen, the album's going to come out soon in February. He supposedly told some other people February. His label hasn't confirmed to me February. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you're a Carti fan, I would probably say put 5% stock on him.
Put 2% stock that he's dropping in February. That nigga's not dropping, bro. If anything, he gonna drop some mid, just like he did whenever Whole Lotta Red came out, bro. I can't even lie. That shit dropped on Christmas Day. That was the worst Christmas present I ever fucking received.
Him dropping in February. If you ask me, I would say 85% sure it's dropping this year. February, 5
It grew
to
on me
7%.
though. Don't get
You know
me
what I
wrong.
mean?
Now, we all know Carti
grew on
fans,
me.
usually they go crazy for this type of information. I mean, this time last year, funnily enough, academics would say the same thing. Expect the album to drop around the start of 2024, which of course got fans excited as they genuinely thought he'll be dropping, as this was also around the time he began dropping all the singles.
No.
Whereas if we look at the fans' reactions now, they're not excited anymore. Hype is gone, bruh. Carti thinks he needs 4+ years to rap about drugs, money and hoes.
Facts.
As we can see, it looks like they've had enough, but fans not being interested in information regarding the album's release isn't the only issue that's been happening in the Carti community, as it seems like fans have had enough of Carti in general. So
But fans are still gonna go, like the loyal fans, like the diehard fans that really fuck with his music, that are brainwashed with that shit. They're gonna go and like run that shit up.
I think we
They'll
all
be
know
there.
Iggy Azalea. Not only is she a huge artist herself, but also the mother of Playboi Carti's son, Onyx. Well, a couple of days ago, she would be doing some sort of stream where a Carti fan would ask her if he is dropping, to which she would actually reveal to fans she hasn't heard from Carti in 6 months.
Damn.
So much. Someone saying, tell Playboi Carti to drop. I don't speak to him, my love. We haven't heard from that man in over like 6 months. We don't know where he is. I don't
realize that.
have no idea, have no association. You would have to tell somebody that has, that speaks to wherever he is. We don't know or care.
Now,
That's another interesting topic, is that all like rappers and musicians are now starting to stream.
it's not only
crazy.
left fans disappointed, but really shocked the entirety of the internet, as this situation went pretty viral with tens of millions of views, leaving people in disgust and shock at how someone can abandon their family. Carti's music is washed and he's a deadbeat father. This fella is such a loser. Mysterious to your own fam is crazy. And that's only 2 of the replies. There is literally hundreds of more that have thousands of likes showing how disgusted they are at Carti's behavior. And just now, a couple days ago, Carti posted some pictures and was spotted shooting a video supposedly for Latto's Blixum remix, obviously suggesting it's going to drop soon, to which fans responded by saying they simply don't care, which I mean makes sense. Why would fans care about a remix to a song that was released in August, 5 months ago, especially as his verse has also been leaked for a very long time.
That's crazy.
So what has caused these Carti fans to turn from literal lovers of this guy to completely hating him in the span of a couple weeks? Well, let's bring it all the way back to 2015, where Carti would begin his disingenuous acts. Posted to fashion designer's Instagram Ian Connor, this clip of Carti working on a computer with the caption "Cash Carti the mixtape soon." Well,
Cash Carti was legendary. Cash Carti, he dropped Broke Boy. Bro, we wanted this Carti. We didn't want Vamp Anthem, all that other weird shit Carti. We wanted Cash Carti.
Funnily enough, this mixtape wouldn't drop until literally 2 years later in 2017. Shit. Now, of course, this is just something petty. Carti wasn't really big around this time, so a small lie like...
But of course, he was still like a slime ball back then, apparently. Like, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently he was still scamming, you know, fans and all different kinds of shit back then. So I guess his true colors came to light when he really started getting like mega famous.
This didn't really upset his fans at all. However, during the release of this mixtape, he would get himself into many controversies that really revealed how much of a terrible person he is. Firstly, around 2016, before the release of Self-Titled, Carti would be accused of stealing a producer's beats, which he did by taking a snippet the producer sent him and looping it to extend the beat so he can rap over it, which he would then release without paying or getting permission. And once Carti was confronted by this producer via Twitter DMs, he just sent him dozens of insults and threats. I mean, he even tried hitting up the producer's friend to ask him for his location so they can probably go jump and rob him. Pretty crazy reaction to something that could have easily been solved. But this wasn't the only bridge Carti burned throughout his career, as Carti would also steal beats from notorious plug producer Mexico Dro. And guess what? That wasn't it. Carti had also abandoned his lifelong best friends, Uno the Activist and 1000 Band Farney. As if you didn't know, these 3 were super tight when they were coming up, and at one point even created a group together titled Splur Gang. However, it seemed like Carti left his friends behind to keep friendships that would be more advantageous to his career.
Which worked for a little bit, but after a while, as you see now, it kind of gets icky. You know what I'm saying? Like,
firstly,
he just gets icky.
Well, he got into a beef with Lil Yachty after Farney thought he set him up, which led to him getting his chain snatched. This led to Farney retaliating by shooting at Yachty, trying to kill him, eventually leading to Farney getting jumped by Yachty's goons. Now, after that all went down, Carti obviously had to choose sides. His very close friend Farney, or the hottest SoundCloud rapper at the time, Lil Yachty. And I think it's clear whose side Carti was on, as one day after Farney got jumped by Yachty's crew, his and Carti's fader interview was released on YouTube. Then let's move on to Uno. So again, if you didn't know, Uno the Activist was shot by fashion designer Bloody Dior back in 2016. Now,
he decided to side with Bloody Dior,
Uno,
right?
Farney, Bloody Dior, and a couple of other people and some of the ASAP mob were like one big kind of friend group, if you want to put it that way.
And
but
you decided to leave your homies for some fucking money, bro. Sold your motherfucking soul, nigga, to put out some trash ass whole lot of red shit. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Obviously, this caused tension and made people.
Don't get me wrong, Whole Lot of Red was straight. I went to the concert a while back. If you've been following me for a while, you know I went to that concert. But bro, that's nothing compared to his older projects, bro. Niggas was going stupid over his old leaks. Niggas was going dumb for that shit. And then we got this, and I'm not gonna lie, people was like, oh, this is a whole lot of ass, whole lot of trash, whole lot of all kinds of shit. Bro, and then over time, apparently, like all the like diehard Carti fans started flipping the narrative, and now all of a sudden it was like a big thing. But it wasn't big for long. It wasn't big like Die Lit or Self-Titled. Like, bro, we have to be honest with ourselves, gang. You can't put out shit like that. If you especially gonna take 4 years off, bruh,
choose sides, with Fani deciding to stick with Uno, whilst Carti decided to stay on good terms with Bloody.
And then you slime out your homies that you came up with, bro. For real.
Dior,
fucking
probably
dirtbag,
because he was
nigga.
cool with all the ASAP people, which of course would be more advantageous for his rise to stardom. Overall, with my point being, Carti is willing to do anything as long as it will benefit his career, and is willing to treat people like trash or completely cut them off if they are disturbing his success. Now, this was really the first time fans got to see the dark side of Playboi Carti, and in reality, it was all brushed aside. He was the hot
nobody paid
new
attention to
artist
it.
blowing up, so no one really cared.
Yeah.
But moving into the rollout of his second studio album, Whole Lotta Red, hints of Carti being a terrible and disingenuous person would start being more and more common. On the 27th of July in 2019, just over a year since the release of his last project, Die Lit, Carti would announce on stage to fans that he is planning to drop within the next 60 days.
I'm trying to drop my shit in the next 60 days.
Which at first seemed believable. Carti dropped Self-Titled in 2017, Die Lit a year later in 2018, so dropping another project a year from his last in 2019 seemed like a normal thing to do. But of course, this was just a complete lie, as those 60 days would pass and fans would get nothing. But this was really just the beginning, as fast forwards a couple months in the October of 2019, he would post photos to his Instagram with the caption 48 hours locked in, which led to fans believing, yo, Carti is finally doing something. I mean, with the fact that the 16th of October in 2019 was a Wednesday, meaning 48 hours from that date would be a Friday, fans really thought he was dropping. But guess what? 48 hours later, still nothing. And these pointless lies would continue leading up to the release of Whole Lotta Red, as it seemed like Carti knew how much anticipation it created each time he lied. After the release of his heavily criticized single At Met in the April of 2020, Carti would put out the infamous Monday tweet, implying that he would be releasing something on Monday, a song, an announcement.
Also, why was we just okay with the sus shit that he was doing, by the way? Like, sitting, bro, if you know, you know. Why was niggas okay with that shit?
Something. I mean, after Carti put out his post, Uzi would tweet at him saying, at Carti, so you dropping Monday? Bet it. Which led to fans even speculating that we could be getting a Carti Uzi collab on Monday. But Monday came about and it seemed like fans were misled once again. And the truth was, Carti and Uzi were probably sat on FaceTime, bored out of their minds, kicking their feet in the air, thinking how they can edge their fans. Then right before the release of Whole Lotta Red, it seemed like he was desperate to create as much hype as possible, as Carti would begin tweeting at different artists to create the illusion that they will be featuring on the
shit
album.
corny as fuck.
At Post Malone, hey. At Pharrell, what you doing? At Travis,
I'm glad.
wow,
I'm glad I was never into like Twitter back then. Cause trust me, I would have been going crazy, like not crazy as in good crazy, but I would have been like, bro, you're tripping. Why do we want Post Malone and fucking Pharrell on this album? Like, let's be real. So you spent all that time working on it, bro.
Love the verse Red, Red, Red. I mean, he even posted a TikTok to one of his most anticipated leaks, Pissy Pamper, with a verse from Kid Cudi, which he captioned Kid Cudi on Kid Cudi, suggesting that this song will feature on the album with a feature from Kid Cudi. But eventually the album would drop on the 25th of December, and it seemed like all those tweets were lies just to create hype and anticipation. Now, even with the album being released and officially out to the public, Carti would continue lying to his fans, as on the 26th of December he would tweet, talk to me, what song do you need on Deluxe? To which he would follow up with a day later saying that Deluxe is on the way. But as usual, Carti failed to follow up with his promises. Now the thing is, why would Carti lie about dropping a Deluxe? He doesn't even need to create more hype, he's already dropped the album. Well, on the day the album released, and just in general around that period, Iggy Azalea would begin exposing Carti for being a terrible father and partner, as she would send out dozens of tweets telling the world how Carti basically abandoned her and his son on Christmas Day to throw an album listening party, how he missed his son's birth to play the PlayStation with Lil Uzi Vert, and how he still hasn't signed his son's birth certificate.
Crazy.
Now, I'm not sure if that was the reason he did announce the deluxe to distract fans from the fact Iggy was exposing him, or because the album was receiving so much hate he wanted to make it up to fans by dropping grails via a deluxe. I mean, I think we all remember.
But those grails via the deluxe doesn't make sense to the project. So why would he have dropped that in the first place? And I kept saying that shit over and over again. Dropping grails like Chopper Right Beneath Me and shit like that. Bro, it doesn't fit into the theme of Vamp Anthem and... Layla, shut up! Layla! And Bino and Stop Breathing and shit like that, bro. So, yeah, I never took stock in that shit whatsoever. I ain't give no fucks.
Christmas Day when Holiday Trash was trending. I mean, even months after the album's release, he would do an interview with the Rolling Stone saying that the deluxe is on the way and is planned to release in the spring of 2021, but of course it never ended up dropping, so I genuinely don't even know what his plan was. It would also be around this period at the start of 2021 that Carti would begin teasing another album, Molly World, which he would announce to his fans via an Instagram post captioned, "Let's drop this new album, we not done," with one of his photographers, Gunnar Stall, commenting under the post Molly World, revealing the supposed album's name. But of course, this was just another lie. Now the thing is, Carti would literally evolve from just lying to his fans to now literally scamming them. Let's fast forwards towards the end of 2021, where Carti would announce this Narcissist project, as he would post multiple pictures to his Instagram with the date 09/13/21. During this rollout, he would also announce a tour via his website, and eventually when the 13th of September came around, fans were ready and excited. Carti could be potentially dropping another album less than a year after Whole Lotta Red, but no, instead a bunch of Narcissist themed clothing would be listed on Carti's website, being sold for extraordinary prices. Now the next day, Carti would tweet out alerting fans that the website was hacked and that he never approved any of this happening, to which it was...
Bro, if you fell for that shit, if you literally sat there and spent thousands of dollars on Playboi Carti Narcissist shit, you deserve to lose your money.
Follow up with the next day, as he would tweet again showing text messages which read, "Forget about the sample clearances, drop Narcissist."
Fuck that! We don't want this shit no more.
Which got fans thinking that Carti is going to actually drop this Narcissist project. But long story short, again, nothing would end up happening. But of course, during this time, people were not sure what the hell was...
If we had old Carti, me personally, I would fuck with it. If he drops a mid, bro, pack it the fuck up. If it's a whole lot of skits, whole lot of garbage, whole lot of trash, pack him the fuck up. He can no longer be one of my favorites. Never.
Was going on? Was the website a scam, or was it a publicity stunt to attract more attention to the album? Well, if we look at the merch from the website, some of the items didn't even have Narcissist spelled out correctly, and some of the items were found significantly cheaper on Chinese retailer websites.
Crazy.
Meaning Carti or his team were buying motorcycle gear from Temu, printing Narcissist on it and selling it for $5,000. Even the ski masks that were listed on the website for $40 were found on Alibaba for 45 cents.
45
It's just outrageous. But this wasn't the only scam Carti was involved in, as during the summer of 2023, Carti would announce the Antagonist Tour, with support from the entire Opium Collective performing across Europe and America. Now at first, fans were confused as the venues that were selected for these shows were arenas, which seat 5 to 20,000 people, and no offense to Carti and Opium, but there was no chance they were going to fill up these places, especially back in 2023. But of course, fans would buy tickets anyways, which were going for upwards of an outrageous $300. That's what you pay for a 3-day festival, not a 2-hour show. However, just 6 days before the first stop in Europe, the tour was postponed, leaving fans enraged because not only did some of these fans pay $200, $300, but a lot of fans had also booked travel and hotels, meaning they were spending upwards of $1,000 to see Carti, just for him to cancel on them at the last minute, which by the way was probably because of the fact a majority of the stops sold barely any tickets due to the arenas being too large to fill. Just look how fans who had to travel to the shows responded to the situation on social media. I am from Slovakia and I have flight as well as apartment booked in Brussels. I delayed my surgery for this and can't cancel my Ryanair flights.
Bro.
In Malta, we have to pretty much fly to go anywhere else.
Delaying surgery is crazy.
Stopping here on their tour.
To go see
so I had
Carti?
to take leave and plan a holiday to go to Carti's concert. I'm still gonna have a dope ass time in Berlin for sure, but it's an asshole move to cancel 3 days before your tour is supposed to start.
Bro,
Carti is like a 30-year-old man who would rather be mysterious rather than actually communicate like a normal human to his fans. Playboi Carti, pregnant woman beating. I mean, this was no longer just internet lies. Here, Carti was genuinely playing with people's time, money, and lives. I mean, personally, I remember when I saw him at Wireless in 2023, and the dude turned up like 30 minutes late, or I think it was even an hour, but I just don't get it. You're probably being paid upwards of like $100,000, yet you can't even get there on time. Now, Carti scamming and lying wouldn't be the only reason fans began turning on him during that year.
He don't deserve what he got, to be honest.
December 2022, where Carti would put out some tweets, again lying to fans about releasing music, which of course, you know, got Twitter riled up as fans were creaming themselves because Carti might be dropping. Now this would of course turn out to be nothing. However, just 2 months later in the February of 2024, TMZ would put out an article that Carti had been arrested after attacking and choking his pregnant girlfriend.
Fucking crazy.
With the incident occurring on the 20th of December in 2022, which led fans to believe that Carti had in fact put out those tweets about releasing music to distract fans in case any information came out about his arrest. Of course, it didn't end up working out for him as people found out 3 months later by accident, but it really shows how evil and scummy he is. This man knew that someone like TMZ may find out about his arrest, so he puts out tweets in case anything gets out to the public. It's really dark. I mean, we haven't even delved into the rollout of I Am Music yet, where again, Carti would mislead and scam fans. I think we all remember the beginning of the I Am Music rollout. Carti would make this grand return to social media, dropping all these Instagram and YouTube exclusive singles. Academics would be on stream saying their album is dropping at the start of 2024. Carti and his groupies would all be posting I Am Music 2024. I mean, Carti even made an entire song dedicated to 2024 music.
It is now 2025. Nigga, I done forgot all about any of that shit. Didn't hear none of the singles. I could have gave a fuck, to be real, if I'm gonna be honest. I done moved on to different artists and shit. I don't fuck that. I'd rather go listen to Chromacopia before I listen to a new Carti album. Not even gonna lie, bro. Like, and y'all gonna be in the comments, I don't give a fuck. Like, go ahead and waste your life away waiting for this nigga's music. It's gonna be trash. You're gonna pay hundreds of dollars to go to his concerts where niggas gonna be, well, I can't say too much about that, but basically it's not gonna be as an enjoyable time as you would want it to be. And then what? You're gonna wait another 5 to maybe 10 years to get another Carti track? He does not give a fuck about y'all. He don't give a fuck.
Music.
Let's be
honestly,
honest.
It seemed believable. Throughout the entire year, Carti was doing a bunch of features with artists such as Future, Ye, Camila Cabello, The Weeknd, and even dropped his own single, All Red, his first in 4 years. Now I must say that 2024 was looking really good for Carti and his fans. I mean, apart from when he scammed Aiden Ross at the start of the year, which made him look like a terrible person, which I think we can safely say he is.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and stop there. If you want to watch the last, like, couple minutes of that video. The link will be down in the description. But listen, let me know if y'all Carti fans down in the comment section, please. I might have said some things in here that y'all gonna go and slander and whatever. Bro, at this point, I really don't give a fuck. I used to be a huge Carti fan. Anybody that knows me, that knew me through high school, college, they know that I used to bump Carti religiously. Before he did all the Vamp Anthem weird demonic shit, to be honest, like, I was fucking with that nigga heavy. But, hey, I can't stand to sit here and be abused by a man that I don't even know. Mentally, of course. So anyways, look, if y'all did enjoy the video, please leave a like for me. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 400. We're so close. I think we're at 380 now or 379, something like that. Look, I appreciate every single one of y'all for stopping by the channel and showing me some love. I hope y'all are staying healthy, and please stay safe out there. It's gonna get crazy in these next couple of weeks. If you're going to Dreamville, come holler at me. I will be there. Okay? But until next time, it's me, your boy Apology, and I'm out. Peace.